Welcome to I-4 in 360, your 360-degree drive-through of the I-4 Ultimate Project. Today, we're taking you on the new westbound on-ramp from Parr Street, where we've just recently had a traffic shift change. So as we enter the ramp, one thing you need to know is that instead of being able to join mainline I-4 traffic before crossing over Princeton Street, that merge point has now closed, and drivers now need to go through the Princeton Street interchange before entering westbound I-4. So we look off to our left, we can see traffic that's coming, traveling westbound I-4. You can also see traffic that's coming off, exiting to Princeton Street. We're going to stay in this single lane as we come around the bend, make our way up towards Winter Park Street. So as you're coming from Doubsbury Golf Course, Edgewater Drive, Edgewater High School, if you usually use this ramp, you need to be aware of this new change. Now, if we stay in this right lane, our only option when we get to the interchange is going to be to turn right onto Princeton Street. What we want to do is move over into this left lane so we can continue on straight through the intersection or the interchange at the bottom of the ramp here to Princeton Street. So as you look off to your left, that's where you used to merge onto westbound I-4. We had to close that merge point so that crews could get in here and continue working on the new permanent westbound lanes for I-4. So as we now make our way down the westbound exit ramp to Princeton Street, if you're in the left-hand lane, that's going to take you over to Orange Avenue or over towards the hospital. The right-hand lane is what's going to take you onto Princeton Street only. This middle lane gives you the option of turning left or continuing on straight through, and that's what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to continue on straight through at the intersection. Now, it's really important as you come down this ramp, you be prepared. You make sure you're in the proper lane, because if you're in that left-hand lane or you're in that right-hand lane and you want to continue on through, you're going to have to wait for traffic to filter on through. It's going to be difficult to make your way through this intersection if you're not lined up in the proper lane. And it's going to take drivers a little bit of time to adjust to these changes. We just recently made this traffic shift just in the last few days, so we're getting the chance to experience this for the first time. While we're stopped here at the traffic light, it's a good opportunity to remind you that this is a 360-degree camera view. So if you're watching on a tablet or your smartphone, you simply have to tilt your phone and you can pan around, look up and down in all directions anytime you're watching any one of these 360-degree views as we drive through the I-4 Ultimate Project. If you're watching on a laptop or a desktop, simply use your cursor, click on the screen, drag left, drag right, look up, look down, but it really allows you to help you orient yourself as you're driving through the I-4 Ultimate Project. Because we have so many changes and things change so quickly, we really want to give you the opportunity to take a look before you get out on the road so you know what to expect before getting behind the wheel. So again, this is a traffic shift that occurred the first week of November. We're looking at this being in place until early 2020. So go ahead and get used to this. If you use the Parr Street on-ramp, be prepared. You're going to be in this alignment for a couple of months until we're ready for a traffic shift on mainline I-4. Now the lights turned green. We're going to continue on now over Princeton Street. Now we're going to use the westbound on-ramp from Princeton Street. So again, if you're coming from Parr, just be prepared. This is the way you're going to have to enter westbound I-4 for the next couple of months. Now as we come up onto this ramp, we'll need to make sure we're being cautious because we will have traffic that's exiting onto Ivanhoe Boulevard coming from our left. So we need to make sure that we're being smart, we're being cautious, and keeping an eye out for that additional traffic. So coming up here on the left is that merge point. You can see that black pickup truck off to our left. That is a vehicle that's trying to get to Ivanhoe Boulevard. So when it's safe to do so, we'll put on our turn signal, go ahead and get in this left-hand lane. And now we're all set, ready to join westbound I-4. If we stay to the right, our only option is going to be to go to Ivanhoe Boulevard. So I'll pair off to the left, and you can see that traffic that's on westbound I-4. We do have a crash a little bit further up ahead, so traffic is a little bit slow going through downtown Orlando at this time of day. But it's always important to make sure you're paying attention, adjust your speed, watching those vehicles in front of you so that you can reduce your chances of being involved in a crash as well. There you go. That's your 360-degree view inside the new westbound I-4 on-ramp from Parr Street. And again, we'll be in this alignment until early 2020. I encourage you to share this video with your friends and neighbors, co-workers that frequently use that ramp so that they are prepared as well. And we'll see you all next time.